Hello guys. Today I will be telling you if it is possible to sustain life in the fourth dimension. By this, I mean that if it is possible to have a fourth dimensional civilization. So first, we will have to know what you will need in order to sustain life. So first of all, the temperatures would have to be in the proper range, so that most resources will be in the perfect states of matter, like oxygen being a gas and the ground being a solid, so that the organisms living there would be able to breathe and eat. If the temperatures are too dramatic, the organism's metabolisms might also be too fast or too slow due to the temperatures. Second of all, the resources present at the place would have to contain enough of certain atoms or molecules that the organisms need to convert into energy so that they would not starve. And lastly, the cosmic forces and particles would have to be reduced, because all living things are fragile, and things like radiation and gravitational waves which would have looked harmless to normal space objects could be fatal to anything living. Now that you know the requirements to live, I will tell you the requirements for life to form. The formation of life is largely based on luck, but also other conditions can speed it up. One way is to have the proper lighting in your planet or whatever you're trying to bring civilization to, because light can provide energy for the synthesis of organic matter. After a lot of luck, free-floating nucleotides will form. Once enough of these nucleotides bond together, they will form RNA. Since RNA can mutate and create copies of itself, it can lead to forms of life developing in the future. Now that you know how to create and sustain life, I will now tell you if it is compatible in the fourth dimension. Obviously, fourth-dimensional atoms and molecules would look far different than three-dimensional ones. In fact, I am not even sure if atoms would even exist in the fourth dimension. Gravity in the fourth dimension would be a lot weaker than in the third dimension, because the gravitational pull would weaken by the cube of the distance instead of the square of the distance. Because the speed of light in the fourth dimension is zero due to many reasons, all the fundamental constants would also be changed. Energy, temperature, and gravity would all either not exist or be extremely weak. Recalling how lucky it would be for life to even form, and the very specific requirements to sustain it, I can safely say that the fourth dimension is not fit for life. Hopefully this video helped you in whatever you were doing, and see you next week. Bye.